Hello and welcome back to Expedition 20 Breach in No Man's Sky, and we are on phase 3 of the expedition, looking to complete all the milestones and maybe some others in the other phases. What we're going to do first of all in this phase is look for the time lost wreck of Starship Arcadia, and to do that of course we need one of these debris range finders. We can make a solar mirror. We just need an antimatter to make a quantum computer. And then we should be able to make one as we have a load of metal platings, which I did buy from a galactic terminal, even though the terminal was in an abandoned system. What I do want to do is head towards this planet when I pulse, because that is where rendezvous point 3 is. So let's do this. Let's pulse and then trigger. Scan for debris, and hopefully it will come right in front of us. And there you go. Boom. The third crashed ship, which I've just crashed into for a second time. Do need to be careful when driving around in these wrecks. And we will just go a little bit further forward. And then actually jump out of our seat and go and have a look at what we can find. Right, so if we scan, we will get items that we want to get. Where are they? There it is. Getting lost in the 3D of space, or the whatever it's called. Recover crew log. The captain gone. Tried to wake them from the watch. No sign of them. Nothing on the cameras. Door logs are normal. No kit missing. Where are they? Where are we? Okay, there we go. We got that one. Nice and easy. The fate of the stars. We'll get that in a moment. What I also want to do is grab the... That's my starship. Why am I firing at my starship? I'm not doing very well this morning. I'll fire at this one. Give me the components. What I do find is that you have to mine it at a certain angle. It doesn't do it if you just point it straight at the piece that you're trying to mine. We've got 2 cowlings there, which is nice. Grab this. Cargo pod. Nice. Okay, let's get back to the ship. Lovely. Best landing I've ever made from a spacewalk there. Let's get our reward here, which is a pre-packaged paralysis mortar unit, which is good. I love that piece of equipment. Unstable plasma times 20 to actually reload the plasma mortar unit, and a signal booster. Cool. Let's get these fitted into the multi-tool, and then we will also put in some plasma there. Now, rendezvous point 3, here we come. Right, so rendezvous point 3 planet has the Titan worms on it, which we need to kill. So we do have a milestone for that here. There's some flying companions here, which we will try to get as well. And is there any grubs on this planet? It doesn't look like there is. So what we'll do is probably look at the other planets here. What have we got? We've got salvageable scrap. Not that one. There you no. Yes, vile brood detected on this planet here. So we will go there to crush a grub. So let's have a look for rendezvous point 3 on this fire world. Okay, we've actually got tendrils come up already. As I flew past it. Where are they? Oh, there's one right there. Oh my god. Okay, nice and easy. Where's the other 2? Oh, they're up there. You will get some monstrosities come after you as well here. Do a bit of jetpacking and firing at the same time. There they are, look. They're struggling up the hill as much as I am. Now, how many do we actually need of these tendrils? We need 5, so that's easy enough. Right, where is rendezvous point? Oh no, it's seeking Titan worms now. Let's just keep looking for the rendezvous point. This should be the last tendril we need. There you go. Having a little bit of an issue with rendezvous point 3 in that I've travelled miles from my ship and yeah, it's not coming up. It just keeps saying that it's miles away, so not really ideal. If we go in here, just collect this reward. Just giving us some multi-tool slots and scatter blasters, which is nice. The scatter blaster upgrades, only A's. Do we have the... we don't. Yeah, powerful scatter blaster upgrade times 2 and multi-tool inventory slot times 3. But I don't actually have the scatter blaster and I can't actually make it. Maybe that's a reward from something else. But look, the rendezvous point's all the way over there. But when I put it on target sweep, it's now telling me to go back over there. So I'm having a little bit of an issue here. I'll work it out. So what I have done in a bid to try and find it is I have put on my network and there's a bunch of players around it. But there isn't any bases or I can't see any communication stations in and around it, which is weird. So let's head over and see what we can find. So it's telling me to sort of land in and around here. I'm going to jump out here. And then the target sweep. Ah, right. It's actually picked it up now. Okay, good. Let's beam down and go and have a look. It was taking me in the wrong direction. So if you have that issue... yeah, I had it as well. It was literally down here. I mean, that's ridiculous. How annoying. But there you go. We found it nonetheless. Let's grab some stuff here. We've obviously got the reward for the milestone. There's another player in here. Hello, dude. How you doing? Now what I'm going to do is turn off my network. Remember, PvP with no one. Because there are some griefers out there, as they like to be called. Right, let's look at this terminal then. Just to see if we get anything nice out of here. Let's collect the reward. Pre-packaged personal force field unit. And there is the Supreme Bolt Caster upgrade. That's not the scatter blaster that we want though, is it? So let's fit these in. Be good to have this. Make me a little bit more powerful. Do something like that. And we've got the force field unit, which, you know, is okay. Gives us a bit of health or whatever. We are running out a bit of space here. There's another... obviously didn't put that in for some reason. Right, next on the list of milestones is adopt an anomalous floating companion. Completely explore a derelict freighter and crush a vile grub. There are fossil beds on this planet, and we do need to make fossils in, I think it's phase 4. Just double check. Make a fossil. No, is it phase 5 then? Resemble a fossil skeleton, yeah. So let's grab some fossils while we're here. We might as well. So we are on this planet. And then if we find a flying animal we can tame, we'll do that as well. Although it doesn't look like that is the case at this moment in time. There is a big building over there. Records building. We do need, however, some radiant shards. We need about 6 of them. It wasn't 6 radiant shards, it was 16, so I've just spent about 10 or so minutes just collecting radiant shards on this world. There doesn't seem to be a companion I can get here for a flying one. It hasn't got nighttime yet, so I haven't seen the night ones. These ones are too high for me to get, I believe. So that's not really going to work. Let's head back to the ship, and I'm going to explore some of the other planets around here to get that flying companion. In the meantime, let's get our reward here, which is Starship Fuel times 5 and Supreme Pulse Engine upgrade. To make the anomalous creature one easier, what we need to do is make sure that it's highlighted in our expedition log. Go into the galaxy map here, and it will actually have it highlighted how we can get there. And as you can see, it's going to take me 2 jumps at the moment. Let's see if I can make that 1 jump by filling my hyperdrive, so I just need to get rid of some things here. So I've entered the system, and one thing we need to look out for, because it's an anomalous creature we need to get, I think it's going to be on what's called an anomalous world or anomaly world. And this metallic planet is the anomalous world here. And also, although we've got a metallurgic moon, which it could also be, but there are more planets on this one than any other one. So let's go check this one first and see if the anomalous creature is on this planet. Right, let's see. It might not be. Oh no, it could be this one. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can get to these creatures and feed them. Can I feed? I can. And there you go. Adopt as a companion. Hey! And I think we've done it. Oh, no, I don't think we have actually. Yes, we have. We have done it indeed. Friends in an odd place. There you go. We've got this companion. And if you want to keep him, go for it. If you want to get rid of him, go into your companion register here and just abandon. Goodbye. And then we can collect our reward, which gives us the emergency scanner we need for the Derelict freighter. We got the Supreme Defense Systems upgrade, pre-packaged scatter blaster unit, and pre-packaged cell greaser unit. To find a Derelict freighter is nice and easy. We just need to trigger the emergency scanner and then pulse like we do to find the Corvette Rex, and eventually we will locate one in this system. There you go. There we have our Derelict freighter. Now I think that the actual landing is bugged, so I'm not going to risk that. I'm actually just going to do a spacewalk and land on the Derelict freighter itself. And one thing that we probably should do is make sure we have enough room within our storage to ensure that we can actually take everything with us. So I'm just going to move some extra things across, and then we'll head down here. There we are. It wants us to completely, I think it says completely explore a Derelict freighter. So we're going to have to do this bit by bit. As we go around, we can collect some activated capsules and things for some sodium or oxygen to help us along the way. And of course we have our cold protection, which we can make sure we use. And make sure we have our scatter blaster ready. We need to open the docking bay door. Crew manifest and captain's log may assist us, so we need to find those. Restart internal gravity. Make sure we're capable of actually going in there. Okay, hazard protection in the freighter is not going to work. We'll collect the cash and then we'll unseal the door. And all these boxes will have supplies in them that we can get. So we've got some ammunition there, some life support gel, some batteries, some repair kits as well, a load of ferrite dust and condensed carbon, and some sodium. And if we scan, we can search each room. And in some rooms there'll be these little heaters. We can turn these on, which will stop our cold from being our suit from being affected by the cold. Okay, so there's a doorway there. I don't want to go through there just yet. I want to make sure that I completely search these rooms. Might be there's another doorway there. So that probably means that there's a couple of ways out here. Let's check this doorway first. That goes into what looks like quite a big room. So let's go back to this one. Is this going to be a smaller room? Because if it says we need to search completely, we need to make sure we go into these smaller rooms. Yeah, it is a singular room. Bigger than I thought, but still. Singular room that needs searching. We've done 2 out of 11. Okay, we get some build pieces as well in here. Blueprints and things. Very nice. You can run through these rooms if you really want to, but I'm going to make sure that I collect everything I can. Got a log there we need to get as well. What I tend to do is go round in a sort of circular fashion. Go left or right first, and then go round. Expedition log follows. Made alliance with local mining vessels in that, whatever that system is. New allies attacked by pirates assisted in their defense. All hostiles are destroyed. Something sector unpromising. Planets appear barren and system conflict levels too high for safety. Deploy more detailed scanning equipment. Departed without conducting survey. Engaged hostile ships of unknown origin. Weapon systems totally unaffected. Attempted to gather data. Suffered severe damage and forced to retreat. So we got the security credentials, so that's good. That'll give us the ability to get into some things. Something we're going to find at the end. Captain's eyes only. Catering. Okay. Addendum, captain's log. He's been prone to unstable mood swings. Okay. He's not in a good way, whoever that is. Now those festering capsules will give you living slime, which you can refine into nanites. I'm not really that bothered, so I'm just going to continue scouring this room. Let's enter the next one. Ah, here we go. This is what I was worried about. We've got a horrific nests in here. And when you move around them, they can explode into horrible things. We do have a paralysis mortar on us, which is good. And then when we walk, look, it stopped pulsating. You'll hear like a heartbeaty thing. Like that. It'll give you a warning in the right-hand corner. Do not move while the nest is stirring. So these logs will give you information about what happened on this derelict freighter, or you can just sort of spin past them. It really is up to you. We'll reactivate this terminal. That will take us back to the loading bay, but let's have a look at the records terminal here. We do need to have a look at this. Crew manifest. Crew status, shipwide scan. Looks like everybody's disappeared. Right, we made it through that one alright. Without actually disturbing any of them. So let's get into the next room. Where of course there are more of them. Captain's DNA required to access log. I did have the crew manifest. Incapacitated. Right, yes, so we've got Navigator Birdian's credentials, so we can use those. That's why you need to look at those logs, because you need some of the credentials. We'll read the captain's log here. It's talking about the GEC and their sort of lore. Don't need to worry about that too much if you don't really want to, but it is quite interesting. And there you go, we've got the captain's log, which is the other thing we were looking for. Need to make sure now that there's a door there. So we need to make sure we remember that. Oh, one exploded. There you go. Oh, yeah, they're shooting at me now. Oh god, another one's exploded. They're all over the place now. Okay, not ideal. That one's going to explode as well. Oh god. Alright, we found this little room. So that little room is done. And we do have the exploding. Come on, die. Oh. That one's going to explode. Yep, lovely. Let's just run out of this room. We don't need to worry about it too much. Just leg it. We can't close it behind us, so we are stuck with that. Let's get down here. Get out of the way. They might follow us, but we'll be okay. 9 out of 11. 2 rooms left to go. And there are big... Let's just shoot them open. Why not? Let's go wild. Okay, get through this room. We can just rush through it if we want to. Okay. We are damaged. Not ideal. Shouldn't have shot them. And one of the crew is dead. I have just about survived it. So we are going to continue moving on. Okay. We got 11 out of 11 rooms. We just need to go to the engineering control and get stuff out of that. So you can run through this quickly if you really want to. But if you are planning to use this save as your main save, I'd suggest looking at every single box and getting every single piece of items, because they will be useful to you. But of course you don't have to. We'll turn this on because that will take us back. But then we want to speak to the engineering control. And we can either fabricate items, extract nanites, or leave. I'm going to fabricate some items. And we've got a technology upgrade, a freighter bulkhead, which is... So this will be a technology upgrade for your freighter. I don't have one, of course. This will be a freighter bulkhead, which will give you cargo or tech slots in your freighter. And this is obviously Corvette modules. And because it's a kind of Corvette-based expedition, we'll definitely do that. And we got an ambassador sublight thruster ×1. We also got the milestone, which will give us hazmat gauntlet plans, which we need to complete this milestone, metamorphosis or whatever it is. And Supreme Hyperdrive upgrade as well, which is great. So let's make sure we put in what we've got here. We've got a couple of C-class upgrades as well. Got a shield module for our starship, which we can't put in. An engine module, a scatter blaster module, which can't really fit in either at the moment. Last milestone in phase 3 then is metamorphosis. And we need to find a planet that has vile brood on it. And I don't think any of these planets actually do. And they do not. So we need to get back to that other planet. Into our galaxy map then. And we are firing ourselves to look for a vile brood. Okay, vile grub. Very close by. Let's go and grab it using our hazmat gauntlet, which I don't think I've actually fitted yet. So it is under the ground. Because I've got no space. I've got 0 space for it. Because I'm going to use the scatter blaster here, I think I'm going to get rid of you. Although, so the scatter blaster goes into our tech here, so let's install that. And let's grab this juicy grub. Under here somewhere. There you go. I kind of want a flatter piece of land. That's right by a cave. Because it's going to be very annoying. So if we go into our terrain manipulator, switch to flatten. Try and actually get it to do something. That would be nice. Thank you. I'm just going to flatten out a load of land using the terrain manipulator. Now let's crack this juicy grub. Let's see if this works properly. Crush the lava. And there we go. We have the beast. Now we can use our paralysis mortar. Unfortunately it didn't work, the flat land, but there you go. You shoot her in the bum, it's better. Just shoot her in the bum. Because that way she'll die. You get these little spawns as well, which are just more annoying than anything else. I think she's stuck, so that's good. Our weapon isn't all that powerful, but it is hitting her rather well now. A few more hits, and she dead. Lovely. And we got a brooding skull, a new customization helmet as a reward for beating the brood mother. And we got metamorphosis as well, which will give us detoxified slime, choking monstrosity cake, wriggling track, and haunted pie, which are all foods. Foods can be used in the ingester, the nutrient ingester in your exosuit for massive boosts. I did a whole video about that if you'd like to check that out. And we can also get phase 3 rewards, which is Aeron power shield plans, Aeron cowling plans, Aeron diffuser plans. Beautiful. Okay, there you go. That was nice, wasn't it? Phase 3 done. We've got 2 of phase 4 done already. Phase 5 to go. Looking forward to doing the next phase. Hopefully you are too. Hopefully you're enjoying the videos. I will see you in the next one. Take care out there. Bye bye.